Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, I mean from start to finish, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
Thank you very much that on this solemn occasion I'm given an opportunity to make a comment about the late President of FDD, Edith Nawakwi. Firstly is to say that it is a very sad day to have to gather in this manner, and I want to also state that this funeral must be a platform for unification of this country. As you know, this country is totally polarized with many people with different agendas, and as we celebrate the life of Edith Nawakwi, we must remember her as one of the pioneers of democracy. She was one of the men and women who in 1991 championed the move towards shift from the one-party participatory democracy to the multi-party democracy, alongside with the late President Chiluba, may so rest in peace, with the people like the late Ben Wycliffe Mwinga, Mr. Joshua Lumina, Mr. Ronald Benza, may their souls rest in peace, just to mention a few. And then that those of us who have been fortunate to remain on this earth must do everything that is possible to unify this country and not to divide it. At every opportunity that we have, we must bring this country more together than asunder. And yes, Edith was a very outspoken person, and that is the attribute that God gave her. And so sending her off should really give us reflections about how we politicians must take this assignment of looking after people's interests, that we must be selfless, and we tend sometimes, and this applies I think to many of us politicians, including the late Edith, that we sometimes put ourselves in the corner of looking at interests of our own before the interest of the country. And I think we should use this funeral to make sure that we bring this country together and more, and basically paste it into one seamless cloth, so that when we look back and remember Edith Nawakwi, we should be able to say it was at her funeral that this country decided to put acrimony aside and bring harmony in the fore. And so I would also want to maybe to take this opportunity, Malama, to say that as expected, the president is going to be here to mourn his sister, and that the issue of democracy and divergent thinking must never ever be misconstrued as adversity or enmity. It should be treated as what democracy really dictates, that we may differ in thoughts, but we must not take it to the skin. And now that we are all gathering here this morning to see our sister off, I emphasize we should remember her by way of uniting, showing the unity of purpose as a country rather than to divide ourselves. And I'm very sure that every leader with their sword are going to conduct themselves in a manner that pulls this country more together than putting it asunder.
They all belong to one Kahoot. My summary about what they are doing is that they are the wicked sons of Eli, looting the offering.
All right.
Let me finish this thought. And it's as though them being in office is not enough. They are behaving like hyenas who are looking for a dry bone wherever they can find it. And I think it's wrong. And they should stop it. They should pay back the money.
Let's move to another issue. Obviously, you briefly touched on it. The arrest of opposition political party leaders. Just the other day, we saw the arrest of Chimbaka Mbwidi for issuing tribal remarks, and he's been sentenced to 5 months in prison. The UPND feel members of the opposition need to be kept in check, and such actions are justifiable. They feel sometimes you members of the opposition overstep.
What was Honorable Kambwili saying that is different from what I said in Akonde, and I still say? Ndamba kuti twanguka kumusanza baramba kuti ichi chesu basa atuvotere muntu wesu. And even some members in southern provinces say amuvotere mutonga kambo wesu. That's tribal. So we say, look, if I come to Chipata, I go to Chief Magodi, we share the votes. We share the votes. If I go to my village, you find that people may not even vote for FDD, they vote for Hakainde Hichilema, they vote Nakonde. They've got some councillors in Nakonde or wherever. But which other political party has a councillor in southern province? They go and beat up my relatives in my own village because they were wearing FDD chitenges, my in-laws. And they beat up people in the village. That is tribalism. But we say that, and this is why our late first Republican president said, this young man is going to divide the country, because this is dividing the country. People feel so injured that, you just look at the events, and we say, and this is not tribal. You people, when we go to Southern Province, and me, I campaign in Southern Province. I have people in Southern Province, but when we come to open the ballot boxes, you find it is 0 because of violence of UPND. They tell the returning officers, you will see, you have to move from this. They threaten them. The people in Southern Province do not always vote for UPND, but the violence is what destroys the unit, because the returning officers are threatened. You saw what happened. During voting time, there was this campaign of violence in the Southern Province where they could go in a polling station, scamper everybody at counting and all that. And let me tell you, how many votes does Hakainde get in Southern Province? How many people live in Southern Province? If in fact everyone in Southern Province votes for Hakainde Hichilema, he would only win in the Southern Province. But there are many people in Southern Province who don't like what is going on, who vote for other political parties. And Hakainde and his team know. That's why they employ violence to be able to think. It's just a smoke screen. If they were to vote only in Southern Province, why do they go campaigning in other places? So the people who are perpetrating tribalism is Hakainde himself. Because kuti yasika chindi chakuchita campaign vamba kuti ichichesu. So me, I tell people in Southern Province that kuti vamba kuti ichichesu, does he give you school fees for your child? Does he give you fertilizer? Does he give you a blanket? Ichichesu only to the extent that they want a vote. So for me, what has happened to Honorable Kambwili is very unfortunate, because that entrenches bitterness in human beings and in his supporters, and it divides us when we should be united. And truly, we could foresee this. When you have the wicked sons of Eli poking their rods in the pot and eating and saying that they deserve it, what is that? What is it that they are doing? What do they deserve?
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.